Good afternoon, Juco Editz family, and welcome to Season 4, Episode 11 of the Juco Editz podcast with Tampa Bay Rays minor league pitcher Bryson Shaffer. Bryson, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, Bryson, so how we're going to start off this episode, I want you to take me back to playing at Island Coast High School. I want you to talk to me about your junior year of high school and your senior year of high school.
Yeah. So junior year of high school, was a little different because I was all the way over in Maryland. I wasn't in Florida at the time. I moved my senior year to Florida to play baseball, but yeah, so I know you said you just want to talk about junior and senior year, but a little bit before that, I decided to reclass. So I transferred to a private school in Maryland and I
Okay.
sat out that year, my junior year. And then I transferred to Florida to play my senior year. So yeah, it was kind of confusing, but I mean, that's kind of where the story took me. But yeah, so I finished that year not playing my junior year to sit out so I could play my fourth year in Florida, and then played that and COVID happened. So didn't get to finish. But yeah, I wasn't like the best pitcher in high school and wasn't the greatest. I had a lot to learn, but I was grateful for the opportunity my coach gave me to kind of get a connection with a JUCO. And I kind of just started my journey there. But yeah, I wasn't the best or anything. So.
Okay, so you were all Cape Coral team your senior year, 2-0, 1.11 ERA, 24 strikeouts in 19 innings. I want you to talk to me a little bit about your recruitment out of high school. I know you just said a little bit about it, but can you tell me
hmm
like what all JUCOs reached out and everything?
Yeah, so I mean, dude, I really wasn't honestly thinking I was gonna get a chance to even play college baseball. I really was just kind of seeing like I was reaching out to like FSW, like a whole bunch of just JUCOs around the area. And dude, like it was just not going the way I wanted. Like I wasn't hearing back and I was like struggling. I was talking to my dad. I was like, what are we gonna do? And we just said, let's just get in contact with the head coach. Like, let's just keep asking him, see if he can push our name through, see if he has any connections. And gratefully, he knew somebody that would take me on, and it was Polk State. And I went over there. They gave me a scholarship, and everything was good. But yeah, that was like the only school I had.
Okay, so while you're at Polk State, you pitched in 21 games out of the bullpen, 1-0 with the 5.40 ERA, struck out 31 in 33.1 innings. There's one game I want to talk to you about from your time there, and then some that you might remember that you can tell
hmm
me about. But the first one that I want you to talk to me about was the game versus Hillsborough.
Hillsbury. Dude, I don't even know if I remember. I mean, dude, honestly, like that whole year over at Polk State, oh my gosh. I mean, I love the school, love the vibes, but for like me personally, it just was a no-go. I mean, the coaches were great and everything. It just felt like I wasn't getting the coaching I needed necessarily, because I felt like they were more offensive, like
Yeah.
hitting and maybe more defensively with like the position players, not really the pitchers. So I wasn't building anything. I was just the same out of high school. So me and the coaches had a little bit of just disagreements, I think, in a little certain areas. But yeah, so once we kind of ended that season, it wasn't the best. And I wasn't in any means a good pitcher on that team. I mean, you could see like the stats don't lie. I mean, I had like a 5 ERA. I was struggling, and that was my first year of college. And yeah, I mean, it kind of opened my eyes to like kind of what I needed, and I felt like I wasn't getting that. So I talked to my dad, and again, I kind of bashed heads with him because I told him, look, man, like I obviously love the game of baseball, but I just felt like this wasn't for me because I felt like that's how college was. Like
Right.
it wasn't like high school, you're with the boys, like you're having fun. And I mean, I talked to my dad for a while and I was like, dude, like I don't think I want to do this. I'd rather just go find a job. So that was really tough for me. And again, like I don't know why I was saying that. I obviously love the game and love the sport, but my dad told me he was like, just give it one more shot. And I was like, you know what, man, like whatever, like I'll give it one more shot. So that's when I contacted South Florida State College, another JUCO that we played in that division,
Right.
and I pitched against them. You could probably pull up the stats, and I dominated them. So I was like, this could be an easy school I could get in contact with, whatever. So yeah, I called them up and they were like, man, we'd love to come like have you look at the school and everything. But we won't have any money for you. So I was like, you know what, like whatever, man. I just want to keep playing. I just want to show my dad like I'm not good enough at this point. So whatever. So nah. Yeah. So I went over there and then worked my like butt off the whole fall, man. I worked out twice a day, got huge, and I ended up hitting 94 or 93 against Chipola, one of their games. And then yeah, the story kind of started just writing itself from there. And then I became a starter. They gave me a full ride scholarship to that school to play. And then yeah, but that's pretty much that spiel. I kind of just went on and on.
So we're gonna go back a little bit. So your JUCO sophomore year, like you said, at your new school, you went
Mhm.
17 games, made 13 starts, 3-3, one save, 3.39 ERA, 84 strikeouts, and 71.2 innings pitched. So there's a couple games I want you to talk to me about if you can
hmm
remember them. The
hmm
first one is gonna be against Eastern Florida State.
That's really bringing back the old memories. I'm trying to dig deep to figure out Eastern. Could you tell me kind of like a little bit of the stat line?
Yeah. Let me see here. I can actually pull it up on my phone real quick.
Okay.
Here we go. Yes. Okay. Let's see here. Yes. So, you struck out 11 hitters in 7 innings pitched, and you got the 7-1 win.
Yeah, no, not right. Not right, NFL. I'm sorry, man. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I feel like JUCO. I don't know. I mean, I kind of had a couple games I feel like that. And most of it was just kind of like proving to myself that I don't know. I just had like a chip on my shoulder. Like I just continued telling myself like I wasn't good enough. And I mean, those games just kind of piled on top of each other. So it is kind of hard to be like which games are different because I never really focused on the stats. I was just
Yeah.
trying to prove to myself that this isn't for me in a way that it kind of was because the stats were really well, like really, really good. But yeah, no, I just was chugging through the games, just mowing down hitters, I guess. But I never really looked at the stats and stuff until yeah, later, I guess, in the season. But yeah,
I gotcha. Okay. Next, let's talk about Cape Cod.
yeah, yeah. That was a different vibe, for sure. The whole baseball. I remember facing some of the hitters and I was like, dang, okay, this is real. And mind you, I mean, when I went to Coastal, like the hitters were really, really good.
Yeah.
But it was just like Cape Cod was just like a different level of that. I feel like, especially being able to face like SEC bats, that was really good to see. But no, I mean, the overall vibes and just old school kind of baseball, like, it was great, except for like the host family and stuff. But the baseball was definitely there. The level of like competitive edge there was way different. It was good to be a part of.
Okay, next, let's go back a little bit. What was your recruitment like out of JUCO?
Yeah, so when I went to South Florida State, that was like I said, the second JUCO I went to. I remember pitching against, I believe it was Polk State, and my buddy played at Coastal Carolina at the time. Graham Brown, and he was like, "Hey man, like we need pitching and whatever." And I was like, "Dude, you know I'd love to play at Coastal, so like just put my name in there." You know what I mean? So he finally like just put my name out there, and the coach came down and watched me. It was the recruiting coordinator, and I believe I was pitching against Polk State, and dude, I was just mowing them down. And after that game, I went to dinner with my dad, and Coastal Carolina called me up, and they were like, "Hey, man, like we want to offer you." And dude, I just remember my dad was like crying, and it was a good feeling. But yeah, I didn't know how the whole process works, so I was like, you know what, man, let's do it. Like I'm coming, like. I don't care. Like, I don't need to hear anything else. Like, put my name down. Like, I'll be there. So the next day, I was kind of talking to my roommates at our because it was like a hotel. It was like
Yeah.
a dorm, but like a hotel kind of vibe thing.
Yep.
So I was talking to my roommate, and he was like, "Dude, like, what are you gonna do? Because like you got to talk to the coach. Like, you can't just, you know what I mean?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So I waited like a week because I was just like kind of practicing like what I was gonna say, whatever. So I went to the coach and I was like, "Hey, like." I committed to Coastal Carolina, and he was like, "What? Like, what do you mean?" He was like, "After practice, come to my office." So I was like, "Okay." And like the coach is awesome, like he's a good dude, and I didn't have any bad like whatever
Yeah.
like I did at Polk State really. So I was like, "Dang, I don't want to like hurt this dude's feelings." Like this was kind of like blindsided, but I was sitting down at the office and he was like, "Man, like you committed to Coastal Carolina, that's awesome." But at the same time, he flipped around the computer screen and bro, I had like FSU interested in me, Florida, like all these schools that I didn't even know
Oh,
about.
wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, if you're watching this, definitely communicate to your coaches because they probably have other teams. But I mean, obviously everything works out.
Right.
But that's just like the younger, like, bro, like I didn't know, like
Yeah.
out of high school, I didn't have any teams. I didn't know like what to really look for, you know what I mean? So yeah, but that's pretty much that.
I got you. So then you go to Coastal Carolina your junior year, 6.27 ERA. You went 5-1 in
Hmm.
25 appearances, had three starts. Here's a couple games you might be able to remember, okay? The first one, Middle Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was good. I mean, like I said, like the bats were really good. Every team we played, I mean, at that level, they all had like a approach. I mean, at JUCO, you could just throw fastball, fastball. I feel like if your ball moves enough, you can get outs, But here, it's like they actually have an approach. They can hit, and you got to actually mix like more than two pitches, or mix at least two pitches. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean they had a good team. I don't think anything. I don't remember the specific stats, but I don't think I did terribly against them.
right. It was your first appearance actually.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I mean the vibe there was crazy because it was an actual stadium. I still remember like the fans and everything were screaming and dude, like just the feeling of being there. And I think my family was there. Yeah, they were there. And just seeing them, like it's still like kind of surreal just being in that environment. But yeah.
Okay, the next one is Illinois.
Yeah, honestly, no hate. I don't think that they showed up that day, to be fair. Again, good team. I think every team we played is really good. I just
Right.
don't think that like that game was a little bit easier to me than a JUCO game. I don't know
Okay.
why. It was just I felt like none of my stuff was working, and I feel like I could just throw the fastball in there and they just weren't seeing it. And maybe that's just because the way I throw, and I'm not cocky.
Yeah.
I just don't think my stuff was good enough to be able to compete that day, and it was. So that's why I say that.
All right. James Madison.
Jam you. Yeah, were we home or away?
This one was away.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Freezing cold. That reminded me of, I mean, I lived in Maryland, there in Virginia, so I mean a lot of my family went to that game too. At this time, my arm was like killing me. And I went
Ooh.
to my coach in the outfield. We were shagging BP and I was like, "Hey man, like I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like my family's here, I obviously want to pitch, but I can't lift my arm." And he was like, "All right, well, just kind of," and he was always like looking out for us.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, well, let me know like how you feel during the game." And I mean, at this point, I was kind of like not our bullpen guy, but I was a pretty solid bullpen arm. So I needed to be able to like compete that week. So I told him, I was like, "You know what, family's here. Like, if my arm's going, it's gonna go this week." So I was like, "I'm ready."
Yeah.
Like, I didn't tell him that, but like that's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, whatever, like let's just go. So I get the call to the bullpen, and they're like, "Get Schaefer moving." So I'm like, "Okay, great, whatever. We're gonna have to pop some pills here and get going." So I took my Advil, whatever ibuprofen, and I got on the bullpen. And I think I was throwing like 85, but I think just my like I don't know, it's different. Like when you're on the mound, like your body can just be in sync, I guess, or
Yeah.
just nerves go away and everything because I didn't feel any pain, but or after, but I don't know. That was a good game though.
Okay, Louisiana, the earlier one in the season.
Lafayette.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Really, really good team. I think they beat LSU
Yep.
in like a scrimmage game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, they have a good, solid team. Really, really fast guys. So you got to control the running game. Um, I don't remember specifically kind of like what was working that day, but no, I mean they were a solid club. Like if we didn't show up, like they were 100% beating us. Our scouting reports were always really good on them, but I always remember specifically just controlling the running game and really making sure that they don't get big leads or jumps. So I think that is kind of what you want to just look out for that team if you play them. But nah, solid team.
Clemson.
Clemson, dude. Honestly, if you're a Clemson fan, I love you guys, but I hate Clemson, man. I don't know why, but I don't know if it's the fans or maybe like because they're so in it. But I remember playing them. It was the regional at Clemson,
Yep.
and dude, I mean, being a Coastal fan, like we hate Clemson just because I mean there's big rivalry there. Like
Right.
every time we play them, like we want to beat them to shreds, and they want to do the same thing to us. So I don't know. I mean, being in that palace over there and just seeing everyone's like phones when you're on the mountain, like with the light and everything,
Yep.
dude, it's like and feeling the rumbling of them all just like stomping their feet, bro. It's a crazy, crazy experience. But their lineup, very, very solid. I don't remember one guy where I wasn't locked in on, especially Cam Cannarello. Dude, great, great guy, great baseball player all around. Um, and also Aiden Knack, I gotta send love to him too because he's in the area of Fort Myers. But no, really good club, really good coach. They play dirty sometimes with that hidden ball trick. Got us. But no, really good club and really good batters.
North Carolina.
Yeah, that game. So I came in, I closed that game. And dude, I still remember I was walking out or running out of the bullpen, and the bullpen's in left field. So I'm running in, and I'm like, this is crazy because you're running on the turf, and you're just like, this is happening, and the lights are kind of like faded, like black and white, going off and on. And you're running in to close a game that's you're winning by one. I'm pretty sure that was a score, or we were tied. I'm not sure. I think we were winning though by one. And bro, I come in and this dude, I swear you could go back and look at the video, and he leans into a pitch. Probably not. I'm just
Yeah.
saying that. I mean, it looked like he leaned into the pitch, and I'm getting mad and whatever. I try and pick him off, then the coach comes out, and my whole life, everyone's like, "Oh, it's a balk, it's a balk," and I'm just getting so frustrated because now they're killing time. I didn't even hit the dude. He leaned in. Now the coach is
Yeah.
complaining. I just picked him off. They're saying it's a balk. So then he gets like over to second, whatever, maybe like a pass ball or something. I think it was a pass ball, and then the dude hits it like I still remember it was just like boom, like he hits it off the left center wall, and or actually like foul line on left
Oh,
center or left foul pole like line whatever, and our outfielder was so close to getting it and he missed it and they scored and they ended up hitting like a walk off against me and the lights just go red. And dude, I swore it felt like I was in hell because like all the fans are screaming, bro. It's like all red.
yeah.
And I just lost the game. Oh my gosh, terrible feeling. But still, it's just that college experience, especially at that level, like you'll feel it like of just the environment you're in. And when those lights go red and like you feel like you let your team down, but that's just how it is. But I mean,
Duke.
Duke. We played them a couple times, specifically regional, if
Yeah.
that's the game that you're talking about. Okay,
Yep.
this one was a bad one. This one is honestly I bring up to a lot of people because this is the game where I faced a lot of adversity because I gave up on the first pitch as soon as I came in. I think it was like the second inning or third inning. Our pitcher got hurt. Our starter got hurt. I come in loaded bases, and the first pitch I give up a grand slam.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's like, bro, yeah, I'm in a regional game. I give up first pitch grand slam. The fans are like, okay, we don't trust this guy no more. And I'm just like you could just feel the vibes were just not there. Like no one was cheering. Everyone was like, oh gosh, like we need to win this game. So
Yeah.
I go in the dugout. I go down in the tunnel. Like I didn't want to talk to anybody. I go in like we have like a little shoe like a cleat room so it doesn't stink up the locker room, whatever. So I'm sitting in there with my hat like over my head, sitting like this, and I'm just going back and forth. And like you can hear like the stadium like is like above you. So like people are jumping, whatever, like something happened. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, this thing can go two ways. You can either cower and you can just let it happen, let the beating happen, or you can get back out there and you can strike out everybody. So I was like, okay, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go back out there, forget that happened, and then I did. I went out like another 5 innings, scoreless or whatever, and we ended up winning that game. But if I didn't have that mentality, and I still kind of have that to this day, then I don't think I'd be where I am. So I definitely think that helped me.
All right. So then your senior year, 2024, 5.28 ERA. You went 3-6 in 25 appearances, had two starts. The first
Hmm.
game we're going to talk about of that year is going to be Liberty.
Mm, Liberty. I actually don't know why I don't remember that game. What happened in that game?
Yeah. So I can actually go back to you for that on. Okay. So against Liberty, you pitched 4 innings. You only give up 2 hits, and it looks like no runs.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember that game, but that one's it's
Yeah.
not ringing a bell. I'm sorry.
All good. All good. Okay. Next we will go to Michigan.
Michigan. Okay, so this one's good. This one's where my wife's from, so I
Okay.
enjoyed this game a lot. That one was personal, so
Okay.
I just had to feel like I had to really show out for that one because that's where I mean at the time my girlfriend was from, so
Yeah.
I was really excited to be playing her hometown team and yeah, just beating the no, it was good. I mean, their lineup solid, not the best, I don't think. Like when I hear Michigan, everybody thinks like football team like crazy good, and thought like baseball team really good, like, and they are, but I just think coastal baseball is a little bit better defensively and offensively when it comes to the sport. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think we just beat them in every aspect of the game, and that's why we won. But I don't know. I mean, in a 3 game series, I don't know. Maybe they take one, but I just remember we did really good against them that one game.
The Tar Heels.
Yeah, I always like going to their stadium. Really, really nice. Honeycutt, remember him.
Yep.
No, they have a beautiful stadium. Really, really crazy fans with the blue. They're always screaming and stuff. That's hard to be coming out of the pen. So you kind of got to be dialing it in, especially when like the fans are watching you in the bullpen and kind of chirping you from afar. But no, just dialing it in, and then when you get in there, knowing, I mean, you're playing a really, really good team, so you don't want to look like an idiot when you're out there.
Yeah.
So just staying low in the zone against them. And again, making sure you have three, at least I always say like at least 3 pitches working. You want to have 3 pitches working. But yeah, no, just mixing pitches very well, keeping them off balance. If you see they're sitting on something, just switch it up or keep it low or move it high. But no, they have a really, really good team. I always enjoy playing over there.
Creighton.
Creighton was crazy. Went over there. I got to play in the College World Series.
Yep.
College World Series for my year. It's crazy because the year after I leave, they make it to the World Series. But anyways, I got my little feel when we played Creighton over there. But no, that was a tough game too. I remember my coach. He was like, "Man, can you throw the like two seam inside to a lefty, please?" And I was like, "You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. Fine." I like started getting mad, so I go in there and I throw it as hard as I can, and I get like -20 horizontal on my sinker. It was crazy, but yeah, dude, the ball was moving that day, and I still remember they cracked a. I forget if it was second or short, but we turned like a double play, and I'm running over to cover first, and I think Ty Dooley threw the ball in the dirt, but it looked like it was gonna hit the like just stay up, and it died down a little bit. So I
Yeah.
went to go scoop it, and I completely missed, and it hit my like arm. Oh my
Oh.
gosh, I thought my arm broke, but
Oh.
it didn't. It just I can't see the ball, so.
Yeah.
But no, that was a really good game. I like playing at that field. They had some really good bats too. Yeah.
Okay. This is a team in your conference, Southern Miss.
Dude. Ah, I always hated playing them. Really good club. Really solid club. Yeah, it was always them and us. I feel like in our conference, we were just back and forth, back and forth. So whenever we played them, we knew we really, really had to show out. The scouting reports were always really, really good on them. Our coach always did a good job of making sure we knew what we had to know before we played them. But again, like keeping the running game for them really close, like not letting them get big leads, keeping the ball down, and they were really big on off speed against them. But yeah, I would just say working pitches and keeping them close to the bag.
Marshall.
Marshall was good. Marshall, I have a funny memory from them, but no, I felt like I was solid that day. Felt really good. I liked playing on the turf. I don't remember any specific like batters on that team that scared me, but I felt like as long as I just kept the ball down specifically for most teams because I threw sinkers, like just
Yeah.
work down, work down, work down, I was fine because it just beat it into the ground. But I remember specifically I was throwing and I went to go throw like a fastball and my cleat like stuck in the turf because they have an all turf mound, and my cleat like stuck in the turf, and I skyrocketed like almost over the batter, like the backstop, dude, into the stadium, and everyone thought I like blew my arm out. It was so. It's like on TV. I'm just so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm just looking at the ground, and my coaches come out. They're like, "Are you good? Like, did you break something? Like, what happened?" I'm like, "No." I'm just laughing. I'm like, "No." Like, my cleat just got stuck. Like, I'm good. And then I think I struck out the next dude, and then just went in the dugout. But no, that was a good game.
Vandy.
Vandy. So we actually had one of our old teammates transfer over there, so that again was personal
Yo.
beating them. But I don't know. They kind of had like a rough season, I think, on the back end
Hmm.
because when we played them, we had like 14 or 17 runs, and that was regionals. But dude, growing up, I mean, in middle school, high school, like, bro, Vandy was the school, and I mean, they
Yeah.
still are. But do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
when you hear Vandy, it's like, holy crap, like, it's a great school. So I always had it personal with them. Like, if I ever played them, I was just gonna rock them. Like that's just what I had. Like if I heard of any schools like Clemson, UNC, like any schools that I knew were big, like I had to rock them. Like just get on the mound and show my presence. So it was kind of the same thing, especially in that regional like environment. You had to show out. But no, I definitely think they're a really good club. I have a couple buddies on that team, so I think they're decent, really good.
Clemson again.
You know, I hate them, but
Yeah.
this was the game that Cam Kennerella had that backwards. Or no, that was against Florida. That was against Florida. What am I thinking? No, that was a good game. I remember that closer came in and just kind of shut us out. But that was a sad day because that was the game we lost, and we just watched them storm the field and their coach ran into the outfield, jumped into the fans like arms and everything, and we're just seeing our dreams get crushed and the other team go on. And I mean, at the end of the day, like especially for baseball, like well, I guess for every sport, like when it comes a time in a day where only one team wins, one team goes home happy, and the
Yeah.
rest of us go home sad. So it was that day for us, and a lot of seniors were done, and I mean, yeah. Especially like for me too. So I mean, it was really sad and everyone just leaving each other. So I mean, we had a couple errors that game, and we just didn't play the baseball that we were taught to play. So,
All right. Now, here comes the fun part. Talk to me
yeah.
about getting the call with the Rays.
Yeah, this one's crazy. So, the year prior, mind you, I had a call from the Pirates and they were offering me like a draft spot, whatever, and I just kept declining. I was like, no, like I talked to my coach, like he thinks I should come back and play. I don't know if it was the right choice or not. I mean, obviously, I'm here still playing, so
Right.
it worked out. But that's just something to know. Like the Pirates called me. I just turned him down. So then the next year, Tampa, the area scout calls me, and dude, I love this guy. So he calls me. He's like, "Hey man, like I'm just gonna keep it short. Like just pitch yourself." And I'm like, "What?" Like, okay. So I'm talking to the guy. I'm actually on the beach with my girlfriend. I'm just on the phone with a dude. I'm like, okay, whatever, man. I got nothing to lose, so I'm just gonna give you the spiel of like kind of who I am as a person. And I told him straight on, like I was like, I'm not gonna be the Paul Skeens that you guys pick up. If you want that on velo, like I'm not gonna blow guys' doors off. I'm gonna beat them with my stuff. I have a really good crafty slot. I have really good off speed, and if you want that and someone who can control the running game, then I'm the guy. Like, give me a call. And that was pretty much all I said. I mean, at this point, I didn't have anything to lose. I was like, bro, we just lost. Like, I'm home now. Like, if my season ends on that, like, whatever. And like, I turned down the Pirates. So in my head, I'm like, I already blew it, man. Like, what do you want? So I don't know. So I just kind of told him I was being honest, like what he was going to get. So the draft's coming around and I'm like not hearing anything. And he's like, we might have you like late round, whatever. And my agent was saying the same thing. So I was like, all right, like if you, and I told my agent, I was like, man, if he offers you like a lollipop, like we're taking it. And
Yeah.
he was like, all right, sweet. So I didn't end up getting a draft like day slot, but at the end of everything, like I still got the free agent deal, so that was good. And I'm obviously still getting the opportunities I am as the other guys, so it's good to see. I think the Rays do a really, really good job of giving opportunities to everybody instead of being like, oh, okay, this guy's worth $1 and this guy's worth 60 million. Let's give that guy all the opportunities. Like they do a really good job of dishing it out to everybody, so I appreciate them for that.
Interesting story. One of my good friends actually plays in your organization and for your team.
Oh, really?
Yep. Blake Robertson.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Blake's one
yeah.
of my good buddies. Yep.
That's funny, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is take me through spring training.
Yeah, spring training, it was very different because you'll start seeing like cars pile up that are actually worth a lot of money and you're like, okay, who drives that car? But no, it's crazy, man. So the Rays, I don't know how other people like other teams work and everything, but they kind of keep us away from like the big league guys and the rookie guys will all be doing their own thing. But I'll see like Trey Morgan and
Yeah.
I'll see like Shane McClanahan like walk around, but I mean, not get close enough to talk to him. I don't know. But no, spring training with everything, they have us just working out, throwing with our kind of draft class. They'll break us up into like different, groups. But no, with the work and everything, we'll just be throwing bullpens. It was kind of scary just because I mean, I don't know what to expect. And then when you see people like that walking around, it's like, okay, like I mean, one, this is my job now, so I
Yeah.
want to be good at it. So I mean, I think just going into it, knowing that you're there for a reason, knowing that someone wants you, like that's kind of what you got to remind yourself. Like you're there for a reason, like give yourself at least that and trust that. So,
So 2025, 27 games pitched, 2-1 with a 3.29 ERA, 41 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts. Talk to me about what are the lessons that you learned in your expectations going into 2026.
yeah. So I mean, this season just got done. It's really fresh with me still. Still things I'm thinking about that I want to do, but I mean, for the most part, I feel like beginning of the season, I was walking a lot of guys, and I'm not sure if you could pull up this specific stat. I mean, I don't think you can, but of when I was walking guys to when I stopped, and it was like in the middle of the season, like I just stopped walking guys. So I think going into next season, if I can just limit the walks, I know I didn't have a bunch, but I mean, walks will kill you at the end of the day. Like guys want someone that can come in and get outs quick, and get
Yeah.
us out of jams. So. And that's what my job was. I'd come in, loaded bases, get us out of it, or come in and just get a quick 1, 2, 3. Like that's what my job was. So if I can just do that again, I'll never. I mean, obviously, like if I get more innings, great. But if that's what my job is and that's what they want me to do, then that's what I'm going to do. So, but I think just knowing that, and then obviously getting bigger, getting stronger in the off season, like right now, so I can throw harder and be more effective, then I mean my role can probably change. But I know as long as I'm throwing strikes, I have a job. So
What is some things that you would say you struggled on this season that you want to improve on going into this next season?
say that one more time.
Oh,
Sorry.
sorry. What are some things that you struggled with this season that you want to improve on going into 2026?
I would just say probably weight and mm, I want to say like maintaining. Like I want to maintain more on like a bigger, like a higher velo. Like I want to instead of be sitting 89, 90, be sitting 92, 93. You know. So I wouldn't say, I mean, that's like a weakness. I obviously still throw really, really weird. I'm like a lefty, crafty, like maybe 3/4 lefty.
Okay.
But no, I think just being more, I don't know, the same, keeping the same weight, being strong like the whole year will really help and just maintaining.
Okay. Next, let's talk about what is your welcome to JUCO, welcome to D1, and welcome to the minor story.
Hmm. That's a good question. What have guys been saying? No, I'm kidding. Would you just mean like overall message, I guess, for
Yeah,
like
or
guys?
like just like basically a little story of like when you first got there or something you were like, wow, this is really like JUCO, and then like, wow, this is really D1, and then the minors.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I would say, I mean, JUCO, we're moving sand buckets and we're filling up the warning track, for like tracking down fly balls. So like we would take sand buckets, go put them in the outfield or whatever needed sand. And bro, like that sucked. And we were doing pool workouts and stuff at
Oh,
JUCO, or I mean at D1. That all changed. Like you're not touching the field, you're not maintaining it, you're not
right.
plucking weeds out of the infield. Like I just think the work, like the labor work, was way different because I
Yeah,
mean, when I got to a field, like that's my field. Like I'm the one that needs to take care of it, And at D1, like you have these professional grounds crews that are taking care of the field. And I mean, obviously, like guys wouldn't say like, oh, okay, like taking care of the field is like a big thing, but dude, like you don't understand like how much I guess that means because that's something I don't have to do anymore or you know
right.
what I mean, focus on like I can focus on my craft now and I'm playing at a beautiful stadium, but yeah, I would say that and also like just stepping on for the first time with all the fans like around me, like just stepping on that mound and knowing I'm playing on TV and like I'm playing for my family back at home, like that's huge. And now finally I'm playing with my family's last name, like
Yeah,
on my jersey. Like that's where I'm at now. So it's like just changing from like area, I guess. So it's like you're playing for yourself at JUCO, you're playing for your friends to like you're going D1, now you're playing for your family back home, and your friends to now you're playing for literally like your family, like your last name is on your jersey. Like so I think that's something that's always kind of stuck with me.
talk to me about if you have any 5 a.m. JUCO stories.
Oh yeah, dude, we would. Oh my gosh, I was talking to my dad about this the other day. So we would wake up literally at like 5 a.m., maybe even earlier, and we would go shorts, t-shirt, and tennis shoes out to the pool. And this was before class. This was before practice. Obviously, it's at 5 a.m. and we would jump in the pool, freezing cold water.
Oh,
Dude, in the morning, it was so bad. And they would make us do pool workouts for an hour. We would get out with our sneakers. Like he would make us wear our sneakers on, get out, and then we'd run around the pool like sprints and stuff because our weight of our shoes was so much. But yeah, I mean, that was the best shape. And then after that, we would run miles. Like we'd run a 2 mile. Then after that, we'd go to school, get done school, and then we'd go to practice. And then we'd be moving dirt. It's like, bro, what?
yeah.
What do you mean we have practice? I thought that was our practice. So, no, I mean, that was the 5 a.m. stories. Those were always hell.
All right, Bryson. So now I want you to talk to me about what's your favorite JUCO bus ride and D1 stories.
Okay. Juco. Uh, all right, Juco. This one's at Polk State. I mean, this is the first time I'm at college, so I'm just like not
Yeah.
a kid, but I mean, like this is like my first time figuring everything out on my own. So we're getting back from I don't even know where we were playing, but we're on these vans. We're not even on buses. We didn't even have buses at JUCO. This is crazy. And we're driving, and I mean we'd have like one of our players in the passenger seat. Coach would be driving, and then coach would be driving the other one. Well, bro, we're like on the freeway, and they're like racing each other all the way home. So we're going like 100 miles per hour on these vans, bro. It's all of us. Like all of us in these vans. There's one van and then there's one van behind us. And we're cruising. So we finally like are about to get back and we're in Lakeland, Florida. And I don't know if you know, but like the chain of lakes, like I
Yeah.
mean every road is pretty
Yeah.
curvy. So bro,
Kirby.
we're going like 90 around these turns trying to beat each other to this field. And that would probably be my JUCO story for the bus rides, even though there were vans. But yeah, that was crazy. I was just like a kid. I was like screaming. I'm like, oh my God, I want to die.
Yeah. Okay. Now I want you to talk to me about battling adversity in Division One.
Yeah, I would say for sure the approach thing for batters and hitters, just their approach changes. I mean, they're not just out there swinging at, one pitch that they can hit. I feel like now they're swinging and they can adjust to it. They're seeing something that you're doing that they're gonna hit it well. So just switching up the like change up, fastball, slider, whatever that may be to that hitter and knowing their like weak spots. Like in our what is I'm losing the my train of thought and I completely lost it. And our coach would give us the what is that?
I'm
Like
trying to think.
on other teams like the
Oh, like the pitch thing. Yeah, like the armband.
no,
No,
not
no,
the armband.
no, not the
The
armband.
like the study guide.
Oh yeah,
What
the
what
study guide. Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I completely lost my
I forgot what it's called.
All right, whatever. Well,
Yeah,
we're looking at this stuff from the other team, and we'll just
yeah,
see like, okay, this hitter's not good with the slider, so I'll just remember that. I'll keep that in the back of my head. So when I hear, okay, number three is coming to the plate, he doesn't like the slider. Like that changes from JUCO to D1. Like now I actually know who I'm facing
yeah.
specifically. That's what I was trying to get at.
Okay, scouting report.
Yes,
Yes, scouting
thank you,
report.
dude. I don't know
Yes,
why I couldn't remember.
I know. I was
Oh,
thinking that too. I was like, it's scouting report, bruh. How
bro,
do
people
I
in the
not
comments are gonna be like,
know
"This kid's an idiot."
that?
That's so funny.
Okay, favorite JUCO places that you played at and Division One and the minors.
Okay. I would say Chipola, FSW.
Okay,
FSW actually had I think it was like the Red Sox stadium. So that was always cool playing at. That's pretty much it for JUCO. Everywhere
okay.
else sucked. D1, UNC. I know I hate Clemson, but I got them get them a little bit of props. They have a really good stadium. And then what else? There's a couple more. I would say Clemson, UNC, NC State.
Yeah, NC
I
State,
like those. Yeah, I like that stadium.
the red
And
light.
that's, yeah, the red lights, gosh. That's pretty much it. And then so far, I'd say Charleston for Tampa.
Okay, yeah.
Um, I think it was Canapolis, the Canapolis
Oh,
Cannonballers, maybe.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah,
I know who
yeah.
you're talking about.
Their
Yep.
stadium really nice. And I didn't play there, but the Washington Nationals low A.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
on the
I
show.
didn't play there, but their place I heard was really, really nice. But yeah, those fields.
Okay, next toughest lineup that you faced in JUCO, D1, in the minors.
Yeah. Okay. JUCO was for sure Miami-Dade.
Oh yeah.
That one was pretty good. Chipola too. They have a pretty good lineup. And then D1, I would say, dang, if only I got to play at the World Series like the last year.
Yeah.
Um, I honestly would say Clemson, man. I gotta give him props. Yeah, I always hated facing Clemson, bro. And then for the Rays, I'd say the Pelicans. Got to go back
Okay.
to Myrtle Beach. Yeah,
Yep.
the Pelicans. They were really well put together.
Okay. Talk me through what does your daily routine look like versus a game day routine?
Yeah, I mean, off season right now, it looks like a whole bunch of nothing. Um, just working out, throwing. During season, you'll sleep in a little bit, wake up, have breakfast, it's more chilled. Like if this is a game day, I'd probably wake up around 10
Okay.
and then maybe a little bit earlier, like 9. I was big on sleep, so I'd get my sleep in. And then I wake up, eat. Then I go to the field around like 1 to 2, do treatment before the game at 6. So I'd spend that whole time either stretching or just chilling out in a hot tub, cold tub, getting out, putting on like the all the stuff for your arm. Um, yeah, and playing a little bit Clash Royale, and then eating. And then yeah, game would come around, and then we'd play. And then what was the back part of that question? It was
Oh,
just game day
versus
and
game day routine.
Okay. Yeah, that
Yep.
was pretty much game day routine. I just do whatever, a whole bunch of rehab and then get ready for the game.
Okay. What is your biggest source of motivation during challenging times?
Yeah, I would always, since JUCO, I've always, as soon as I come out of an inning or an outing, I would just sit down on the bullpen, or I mean, in the dugout, in the whatever bleachers, and I would just look at my hat and look at the logo, and I'd remember myself or remind myself like what team I'm playing for, and just remember that I'm there for like a specific reason, and they trust me, so I gotta trust myself.
Yep.
And I think that's just the biggest thing is just giving myself the instead of just putting myself down because like the voice in your head is real. Like it's gonna want to
Right.
put you down, but just ignoring that and reminding yourself that you're there for a reason is always kind of what helped me.
Okay. This is another three-part one. What is one thing to expect on the JUCO level, the Division One level, and the minors?
Yeah, JUCO level, I would say expect to work harder than the D1ers. It sucks, but that's just the truth. I mean, you still have something to prove. As
Yeah.
good as you think you are, you no one really knows who you are, you know? So, I mean, build yourself up. Like, understand that. Like, you're there to get better and get stronger, whatever that is. D1, depending where you go, I feel like
Yeah.
you'll run into some, I mean, people that are kind of full of themselves, you know?
Yep.
And then some people are obviously really cool, but that's going to change. Like, you're just going to meet different people. Um, And then for pro ball, I would just say everyone is there to obviously live out their dreams. I mean, you're going to see
Right.
really different routines. I was structured into one specific routine where now I see a whole bunch of people from different places like doing different routines and stuff. And I would say that's like the biggest change.
Okay. Let's see here. What is your pregame meal?
I would say Chipotle.
Okay.
Chipotle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love
What about
Chipotle.
after game?
After game pasta for sure because that will fill me
Okay.
up for the next day. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of pasta?
Probably Alfredo. I switch it
Okay.
up. I mean, sometimes I'll just do red sauce, but
Okay.
Alfredo is always a good too.
Yeah. I eat both, so I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
you there. What's
yeah.
your favorite food overall?
Tacos.
Tacos? Okay.
Tacos. Yeah.
I'm a big chicken person, so I love chicken
Really?
with a
Okay.
passion, man. I
I mean,
love
yeah,
chicken.
or I just like tacos, man. They're easy. You just
Yeah,
put together a quick taco. It's good.
that's true. Also,
Yeah.
like sandwiches, like I actually created a new one. So like what for I do for mine is like I put pepperoni on it, lettuce, pickle, onion, tomato, and then it's fire, man.
Pepperoni is the only meat.
Yeah, that's the only meat, man. I just I just use the pepperoni. Sometimes I
Okay,
use
I like you, bro. I
I
like you.
know.
That's good.
Sometimes, sometimes I use chicken teriyaki. Sometimes I use pepperoni. But I'm just like I like those two.
Okay. No,
So
that's good. I'll have to try that.
yeah. Okay. What is one thing you do to try to get out of a slump when you're pitching?
Yeah. I would say honestly now, like I'll just look towards my friends. I mean, when you're having a bad time, you can only be so down in the dumps for I remember like I was throwing my glove like I threw my glove in the bullpen like after the game. I was just pissed off. And like obviously the fans are waiting there after the game and they're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, can I have your autograph?" It's like bro, like are you really gonna be that guy that's just mad at yourself over something stupid rather than
Yeah.
signing the ball, being happy like someone came there to watch you play? You know what I mean? So like
Yeah.
just be happy. But yeah, I mean the game isn't gonna be bigger than you, you know. So
Yeah. So I do want to ask you this, with you playing at Coastal and how do you handle like the criticism? Like, let's say of like the haters in a way, How do you prove them wrong?
yeah, uh, that's a good question. You'll see a lot of like hate thrown at you on social media.
Yeah.
A lot of guys will say go private. I mean, dude, like I'm an open book. Like whatever's out there, like you can see. But
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, like my social media isn't private and guys will DM me and they'll try and get at me. Like I remember I was pitching in the conference game and we were playing, I think App State or something, and I gave up a moonshot, man, and it was bad and we lost. And like I remember checking social media and they had like a picture of me like on a trash bag and they were like throwing it in the trash and like whatever.
Bruh.
Like
That's
you're gonna
crazy.
have those guys, but bro, like
Yeah,
if you just think about what the things that you've accomplished and where you're at compared to those guys that are like on their free time making memes and trying to get at you and put you down on their level, like, come
exactly.
on. So I don't know, just remembering that and like where you're at.
What drives you to keep playing baseball?
I would say my parents, honestly, and my wife. I mean, they just constantly pull for me. Everything that's been given to me. I mean, opportunities with baseball, like I wouldn't have as many reps if I didn't have my dad or my mom giving me the money and stuff. So I would say just urging them to trust the process still, because I obviously haven't made it to the MLB. Obviously, that's my dream is to play and then obviously give back to them and more than that, more than they've given me. And then for my wife, just honestly giving her a life that she's never had and traveling and stuff. So
What's the biggest thing you noticed transitioning from JUCO, Division One, then the minors?
biggest transition.
Yes.
Yeah, I would go back to the routines that everybody has, and just the money that each place has. So JUCO, no money, D1, some money, and then professional baseball, a lot of money. Like we
Yeah.
have unlimited resources when it comes to food. I mean, we have whoops and stuff that we wear, and we have a person that takes care of that. We have on top of that someone that's looking at like the macros in the food and the snacks that we eat on our snack stand. It's like there's just so much that they put together for us that JUCO couldn't not even like fathom what's going on. So I mean, that's why I'm always so grateful. It's like going back again to like the field. Like I would take care of the field. Now I didn't
Yeah.
have to, and now I don't even like I go out there barefoot and it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just a crazy, crazy experience. I hope that everybody can experience it.
Okay. What are some of your favorite things about JUCO?
Favorite things were definitely the people. I mean, everyone is hilarious there because I mean, you're all just playing baseball. It's like travel baseball. Like if you can
Yeah.
imagine like being 12 is your, oh my gosh, 12 years old again, like playing on the travel ball team with all your buddies, just all grown up. That's kind of what that's like. Obviously you have those guys that are very, very serious and you can't joke around with them because they're trying to get to the next level. But for the most part, everyone's funny and you're all just goofing off and having a good time playing baseball. And then, yeah.
Okay. Now this one's gonna be probably a question that's gonna make you laugh, but I just thought of this, with you playing for the Rays, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever petted a stingray?
Yeah, I actually have. I've been to SeaWorld a couple times and they have like a feeding zone thing.
Okay.
I don't anymore. I don't like that, like having to wash my hands and go through
Yeah.
that whole process. But yeah, I definitely have.
Okay. I wondered that, and I was gonna ask you like if you guys have like a pet stingray or anything like that, or any
Nah, we don't at the field or anything. That'd
not
be
at the
pretty
field.
cool.
Okay.
Nah,
Okay.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I wondered about that. I had to ask because I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe
I'll
they
have to talk to them about that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool actually. Okay. So next thing I want to talk to you about is what's it like playing in the minors?
It's still kind of surreal. I don't think when I got called up because I started at the facility, like the
Yeah,
FCL. So I
FCL.
didn't
Yep.
yeah, I didn't go with my whole draft class. Like I stayed back with a couple guys that were injured or needed some extra work. And I was kind of bummed out because when I saw that list, they'll post it on the wall and
Yep.
like they'll just be everybody there and like what team, where you're going, Kentucky, North Carolina, South Carolina, like whatever. And bro, I was like reading the list. I checked them all like 6 times and my name wasn't on the list. And I was stuck in FCL. So that feeling of getting called up and going to the manager and them saying, "Yeah,
Yeah.
man, like you're going up." Like that feeling right there is like why I want to keep going in a way. Is kind of like feel that
Yeah.
over and over and over again. But yeah.
Okay, what sacrifices have you had to make to pursue your baseball dream?
Yeah, I would say honestly, man, I'd say video game. I mean, you're gonna laugh, like video
Yeah,
games.
video game.
Dude, I love playing video games. Like if I could just sit there and not do anything, man, I would just have a controller in my hand. Now that's kind of changed because I got a
Yeah,
wife now, but I'll still get away with it a little bit. But no, I would say that for sure. Minimizing that and kind
yeah.
of reminding yourself you got to train and stuff. Because I was sucked up in the whole video. Like I don't know, I'm very competitive. So when a new one comes out, like I gotta have all the new stuff or be the best. So yeah.
Okay, this next one is going to be a good one. What made you get into baseball in the first place?
Honestly, it was the only sport I was somewhat good at.
Okay.
I played like basketball, played lacrosse, football. Bro, I played like everything. But yeah, I couldn't run. I still kind of can't run. I'm not the fastest, and I just like the feeling of striking out people, like ruining someone's day.
Yeah.
I know that sounds bad, and like in a competitive way of like the
Yeah.
sport. Like not just going to the supermarket and being like, man, you look ugly. But like being on the field, striking someone out, ruining their day in that way. I like that because it's just competitive.
Okay. So this next one that I have for you is what do you like to do for fun?
Um, honestly, I like to be outside. Um, I like doing honestly anything outside. Golfing, I like to golf a lot. Um, yeah, I would say anything that's outside or just hanging out with my family.
All right, man. So this next question I got to ask you, you played with this guy.
Hmm.
He got drafted this year. He was in the College World Series. What was it like playing with Liam Doyle?
Liam Doyle. I actually was talking about him the other day. He is a oddball
Okay.
because, dude, the natural talent that I've seen in someone, and mind you, I went to JUCO. Like I saw like guys grinding, like just trying to get what the opportunities that I had, like going
Yeah.
D1 and everything. But Doyle, he was a freshman, came into Coastal, and he, in the most respect, he's just an idiot, man. Like I love him to death, but he's just like whatever comes to that kid's head, like he just says, like, and it's just
Yeah.
funny. But he could just roll out of bed and just, dude, throw hard and be good. I remember he faced a little bit of adversity at Coastal. He was walking a bunch of people, but dude, he threw the ball hard. And like we always said in the dugout, if this man could just throw it straight and down the middle, he'd be fine. And he went to freaking Ole Miss, then he went to Tennessee, and he's a first rounder. So
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it worked out.
And he was electric to watch this season. I mean, for Tennessee as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So this next one that I have for you is I want you to talk to me about your relationship with Coach Kevin.
Yeah. So we kind of had like a different relationship. I wouldn't say I hated him, but I mean, we kind of went through a rough patch. I love him to death. I mean, he's a great coach, really, really good coach. But I mean, sometimes, dude, he would just say what needed to be said. Like I would come off the mound and I'd be kind of cowering, like giving in to like the other team just beating the shit out of me and like hitting me. And I'd go in the dugout and he just like not grab me, but he'd grab me to the side and be like, hey man, like, why are you pitching like a pussy?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, bro, how you gonna talk to me like that? But anyways, no, I get pissed and I would go back out there and
Yeah.
I'd be like, really, you want to see me not pitch like that? Okay, fine. Like, and I would throw like, I'd just be
Yeah.
mad. I'd take my anger out. And I think that's kind of why he did that. But
Yo.
no, he's a great dude and he deserves the best and a great season this upcoming season, but good dude.
Okay, next I want to talk to you about playing with this guy, the best
Yeah.
catcher in college baseball,
Yeah.
Hayden Bodine.
Yeah. I remember texting him on And I think it was like a week before draft day, and I texted him. I was like, "Hey man, like, are you kind of hearing anything? Like, I want to know what's up because, bro, like, I knew he was definitely going. I mean,
Yeah.
I knew that the first year he caught me because I don't know if you know Tanner Garrison. He played over at Florida, really, really good
Okay.
catcher.
Yeah.
But Caden Bodine, as a freshman, was playing over a junior or senior at the time. It's like that's unheard of. Like, how are you gonna take
Yeah.
that away from someone that's worked so hard, you know? So props to Tanner for, I mean, he's a great dude. He went over to Florida. He caught for a little bit. I think he started a couple games, but Caden just, he's just a different breed. I mean, talk about like when you show up to the field, he's already there. He's the last one to leave. He wants it more, you know, in a way. He just takes his drills serious. Like when he needs to work, he's working and he's not
Yeah.
talking to anybody. Like he's not joking about it. He's being serious when he's working out. He's not joking. Like a lot of people are different. He's just very serious. Obviously, he can dial it down and he can have fun, you know, and he's a really cool dude. But if anyone deserves it, honestly, I swear I would say Bodine over and over and over again. I think he really deserves it.
Okay, without all the teammates that you played with at Coastal, who's your all-time favorite?
I would say probably Graham Brown, since I grew up with him playing like travel ball,
Okay.
and I got to play with, I mean, one of my travel ball buddies in college. I would definitely go with him, and we still talk. So no, he's a good dude. Yeah, I like him.
All right, next I'm going to ask you some topics, and these are some of the biggest topics in college, and I want to know your thoughts, okay? The
Okay,
first one is going to be, what is your thoughts on NIL?
dude, I knew you were gonna say that. Okay, I knew you were gonna say that. Money, bro. I know Gilly. Since I was coached by him, I know exactly what to say here. He had a whole like meeting about this, but I think it kind of defeats the purpose, you know? I mean, obviously it's great. You're paying the kids kind of what they want, giving them a bunch of money, but it's like how much money can a school have where they can just keep dishing it out to people and get the best guys? Like, why can't, if you get a hold of this guy first from Mississippi in the middle of nowhere, like, why can't you get this guy and LSU's going to get him because they have millions of dollars? It's like, why is that fair, you know? So
Yeah.
it kind of brings me back to that. But then also as the student athlete, it's like, well, I want to get paid for like how good I am. So, I mean, that makes sense. But I don't think we need to be paying these kids houses or $1 million cars to play for their team. I mean, help them out for sure, but I think NIL is really great for specific, you know, like reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Bryson, before we get to the rest of these topics, I want to ask you this question. So this is actually going to be a pretty deep question.
Mhm.
I want you to talk to me about your testimony in Christ.
Yeah, this is actually very, very close to me. It's crazy that you're even bring this up. When I was dating my girlfriend, I was really unsure of kind of like what I wanted to believe in. You know, I didn't really understand. I didn't grow up going to church. I didn't have Christ in my life really a lot, and I didn't really understand it. I've done a lot of just researching on my own, and now my wife is freaking helped me out so much with this. But just learning and everything, I've gotten way closer over a couple of years than I ever have, and I'm super grateful and super blessed that I have her in my life. But I would say it's grown in a really, really good direction, and I'm still learning. I'm still not where I want to be, not where I've learned a lot. You know, I'm
Yeah,
still learning, but obviously, I just want to get better every day and try and practice that. But no, I'd say it's definitely gotten stronger over the years for sure.
I gotcha. That's good, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're gonna get back to this. I want to ask you, what is your thoughts on players having agents in college?
Yeah. So back to when I said that I got a call from the Pirates, I didn't
Yup.
have an agent at this time.
Okay.
So I didn't know what I was doing, like what I was getting into. I obviously wanted to play in the MLB, wanted to be
Yeah.
a professional baseball player. So I called my coach and I was like, "Hey man, like what do I do? Really, like what do I say?" And he was like, "Aren't you coming back? Like whatever." And I was like, "I mean, obviously like I want to come back, but I obviously want to go play professionally. So
Yeah.
what should I do?" And he was like, "Just come back. I feel like if I would have had an agent at this time, the agent would have been like, no, man, like go, like you're not getting younger. You know, you're only getting older. So take the opportunity. You don't know what's going to happen next year. You could get hurt,
Exactly.
you know? So, I mean, at that time, I kind of like go back and I'm like, if I had my agent that I do now back then, I think I would have taken that. But then it's like, now I'm with one of the best organizations for pitching. So it's like,
Exactly.
everything happens for a reason. So I don't know. I think you definitely have to have an agent if you're wanting to play professionally. Some agents, like for me, like I had to reach out to. Some agents will reach out to you if you're good enough. I
Yeah.
wasn't good enough, so I had to reach out and it worked out. But if you don't know, you're gonna have to just research with anything. Like if you don't know something, you're gonna have to research it yourself and figure out.
Okay, next one, the biggest topic in all of college, transfer portal.
Mm. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this was actually I wasn't gonna go back to Coastal. So since COVID, I
Okay.
had yeah, yeah, yeah. So I had my COVID year in Juco. So
Yeah.
that got taken from me. They said I was fine. I can play
Okay.
and next year at D1. I had D1 eligibility. And then they emailed me and they were like, hey man, like you don't have any D1 eligibility. So I remember I had my exit meeting with Schnall and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come back. If I don't get drafted, I'm gonna come back, obviously. And I'm gonna finish that as a COVID year. And I
Hmm.
can play another year. And I don't know if you know Asuna, I think that was his name at Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah, yeah, the same thing kind of happened to him, and he was going to University of Tampa, and
Yep.
that's where I was gonna go because they screwed me, like the NCAA, like screwed me. They said I had
Yeah.
eligibility when realistically I didn't, and it was gonna crush me. So I'm super blessed that I got an opportunity with the Rays because I would have been at the University of Tampa. And I mean, they're a great school, but
Yeah, right.
obviously I wanted to play D1. But thankfully it worked out with the Rays. But yeah, I had everything lined up. I had a scholarship with the University of Tampa, I had housing and everything planned out. Like that was
Yeah.
my backup plan, but it worked out. So,
Yeah, and also Tampa won the D2 Natty last year as well.
dude, they win like every year. It's
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
They win every year, but yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
it's
say they won
crazy.
it last year, and yeah, they're
Yeah.
they're legit, man. And
Yeah, I
I'm
texted.
like, wow, they're legit
Yeah, man. Yeah.
every year. Okay, so now we're gonna go to this. This actually brings me into that next topic, like you talked about, the extra year eligibility rule. So if you're a
Hmm.
senior, there's a chance you get granted this year or get denied, like what happened with
Hmm.
you. So, what is your thoughts on that, and how long do you think this is gonna go on? And also, this is a two-parter. What's your thoughts on the NCAA potentially just giving everyone 5 years now? Because that's a legit possibility that's being talked about.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. I just knew about the COVID thing that was going on.
Hmm.
I didn't know about like all this other stuff. I mean, dude, it's kind of unfair in a way because you
Yeah,
tell students and I mean players that they can get these years and then you kind of go back on your words. So it's almost
exactly.
like make up your mind because I have plans I want to make for my future. And that's what I had planned. Like I was going to play at Coastal and then they took that away. So it kind of killed me because it puts me in like in a place where I just need to start thinking about stuff too fast and it might put me in bad opportunities. I think it's really unfair. I think the players should know specifically what they're getting into so they can plan ahead. Then when they get put in a bad situation, it's not something that they can say, "Oh, I mean, I had 24 hours to figure it out, so I'm going here."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. Okay, so I have three last ones for you. Okay, this is a two-parter. Out of your career, what season means the most to you? And what coach means the most to you?
yeah, I would say the year that meant the most to me was probably my first year at D1. Um, just because of all the opportunities I was given. I mean, for my first year, they were giving a guy that came from JUCO, and I'm not saying JUCO's bad. I have a buddy in the Rays organization that got drafted out of JUCO.
Yeah.
It's just we get looked over from other guys that are either transferred from another D1 or just out of high school that are basically like man childs. Like I don't know. So
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get looked over, and Gary Gilmore. I'll answer that second part of the question. He's by far one of the best coaches I've ever had in my life. He gave me so many opportunities that could have been given to other guys that were given to me, and it gave me a career that now I'm still playing and I'm getting paid to do. And I would say also my pitching coach, Dustin Pease from Maryland, like just teaching me everything I know. And yeah, I would say him and Gary Gilmore.
All right. And then Bryson, the last one that I have for you is what advice do you have for high school players, JUCO players, and D1 players trying to make it to the next level like you have?
Yeah. I would say, I mean, for sure, like I was never good. I mean, dude, I was the last guy called up the varsity. I was the last guy given a chance, like always, always, always. So, I mean, if you're working in silence, like just keep your head up. Like nobody knows what kind of work you're putting in until you're on that mound in a competitive environment and you're doing what you do. So, I would just say keep your head up. People are going to doubt you. People are going to hate you and always throw shade. So, just believe in yourself. That's all you got at the end of the day. I feel like, as bad as that sounds, I mean, you're going to have people in your life that are really rooting for you, and that's going to be your family and yourself, and friends. But just keep chugging and keep working because it'll work out. For a guy that wasn't given a lot, I mean, I made the most of all my opportunities and I'm here playing still. So just do the most that you can.
Okay. And then this last one I just forgot about. How do you stay mentally locked in?
Yeah, that's tough. That's why I golf because you got to be locked in the whole time.
Yeah.
I would say just practice, honestly. I mean, I know I joke about golf, but seriously, like try and challenge yourself and being locked in for a long period of time with something, whether that's video games. Like, I know that might be a little dumb, but like lock yourself into where you can stay competitive for a long period of time. And I feel like that's where video games in a way kind of help me because when you get in that inning, in that tough inning, it's like if you get punched in the mouth, like you got to punch back. You can't just keep getting punched. And if you're competitive enough, your senses and your body will find a way to fight back. And pitching, I mean, staying aggressive, staying mad, talking to yourself, picking something in the stadium that you constantly look at and you can breathe and just chill out. Like that's all really helped me. I still use that, but I would say talking to yourself is the most important thing for sure. Yeah.
All right, Bryson. Well, I really appreciate you for coming on tonight, man. It means a lot to me, and I wish you best of luck with the Rays,
Yeah,
man.
of
Go ball
course.
out next season.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you
No
for this
problem,
too.
man. No problem. Have a good night.
You too. See ya.
See ya. Season 4, Episode 11 of the Juco Editz podcast with Tampa Bay Rays minor league pitcher Bryson Shaffer. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This has been Juco Editz signing out. So long, everybody.